had somebody asked me to try to help them troubleshoot a electrical, or how to distinguish the different electrical components on the Cat Eye Pocket Bike. There is different models to the Cat Eye Pocket Bike. There's an older version and there's a newer version. The bestest way to distinguish which is which, the newer version on the chain cover comes with a circular part right here, circular part, and the older version on the Cat Eye Pocket Bike comes with a square part, just like that. So there is those two different models on the Cat Eye Pocket Bikes, and the electrical harnesses are a slightly bit different. The good thing is I have both, so I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the plugs and stuff like that. Give me one second. So, guys, sorry about that. I'm going to show you guys a couple of bestest ways to distinguish which plugs go to which. Now, I can't assure you 100% that the cable coloring on my harness is going to be the same to the cable coloring on your harness, because these are Chinese bikes. They're mass produced. They could have been short black wire and added green wire. I mean, it's really hard to know, but we're gonna start off on the right side because we do have a couple of sides. We have the left side and we have the right side. So we're starting on the right side, and on the right side handle we have the cables for the cluster. Cables for the cluster run down through here. That's the cluster cable right there. So the cluster cable comes down and it runs right into this cable right here. And this one right here is a total of 5 cables on there. You can see the coloring. It's 5 cables and they come out a different color. Does that make sense? So we have a brown that goes to a blue, and then we have a blue-white that goes to an all blue. Then we have a purple that goes to a green. So this one does have another cable, a white cable that comes out, and it hooks up to this big yellow cable. I'm assuming this is the fuse box right here, or CDI box, or whatever it is that makes the bike tick. I've never really taken one apart or anything like that, but this big fuse right here comes with a couple cables coming out of it. It's got that white cable, which is right here, which, as you guys saw, no, it does not go to this plug. So this is a different white cable, and it goes pretty much the white, and both white and black cables that come out of that box go plugged right into this pigtail that's got the yellow, green, and the black cable. So this cable right here is for my rear tail lights. However, if you notice, it does also have 5 cables on there. So it's very easy to get this confused with this confused. Both of the plugs are the same. And the worst part is they're both female plugs. So the bestest way to distinguish them both, guys, is this. I mean, it's kind of difficult in order to do so, but just remember, the one that has another cable coming out the back and jumps directly to a power source is gonna be your cluster cable, and then this one does not have anything attached to it, which goes to your rear tail lights. Then we have another plug right here. I'm assuming this little plug right here is going to go to my fuse in here. It's gonna go right into that fuse box right there, and then we're gonna have another cable that comes out of there, but that's gonna go to this red power source. So this is gonna be our power source right here. One of these cables goes directly to the battery, which is our thicker cable, and the other one goes to the charging unit. and then that goes into the box as well. This little box right here is pretty much, this little guy is what makes your left and right blinkers blink. That's what this guy does right here. Whenever you power the bike on, you will hear a chiming sound coming whenever it's blinking. That's what this little guy does. So if you guys ever experience in your bike where you put on your blinker and your light stays just on, it does not blink, this is your problem right here. This little guy has two little cables, a red and a black one coming out of it, and that should go to a little pigtail right here at the bottom, right here, and that goes to a red and yellow and red and white cable. Moving right along to our next one right here. That's going to be this red cable. Well, actually, we already talked about this red cable. This red cable is the same one that goes over to our fuse box over here. So, actually, okay, so the cable right here that has both red cables goes to our blinker unit right here. That one goes to our blinker unit, and the other one with the green and red, that one goes directly to our fuse. No, I'm wrong, guys, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. This is our electric start. Jesus Christ, these things are so confusing, and I have one right in front of me. Okay, guys, so this is our electric start right here. I don't know why I didn't pay attention to this, but electric cables, the electric start cables are very, very thin. See, they're very, very thin. So that's how you can distinguish the electric start cable. So the electric start cable goes into the red and green on the harness, and then both reds goes to our left and right blinker. Now, this other little guy goes to the fuse. We already talked about him. On the harness side, it's yellow-green with a black cable. And that might just be it. This other cable right here, the really thick one that is hooked up to the big yellow cable that comes out of the fuse, that one is to our electric start. That one wraps around and goes all the way to the front of our electric start over there on the other side. So that's gonna do it for this side. Guys, we're gonna hop over on the other side right now. So on this side, focus. So on this side, guys, we're gonna have some cables coming out through here. One's gonna be for, oh, where are you now? There we go. Okay, so this cable right here, what this guy does, sometimes you will find that this cable, you actually have to engage it in order for the electric start to work. On a lot of these Cat-Eye pocket bikes, it does not work that way. It mostly works that way on the Super Pocket bikes. So, this is going to be a lot more trickier. So the thickest cable on here, which is going to be our headlight unit right there, headlight and blinkers both combined, that one's going to go directly to our larger cable right here. So as you can tell, this is a 4-plug pigtail, and the colors once again do not come out the same on the opposite end. They do not come out the same. Anyhow, that one is specifically for our headlights. We're gonna chase down this harness right here. It's a blue and brown, and looks like a yellow and black on the other side. Yeah, yellow and black. This might go to our coil. No, never mind. Okay, so this one goes all the way to the, oh, that's the horn. So that's our horn right here. this bigger cable, is going to be our horn. This yellow and red right here on the harness side, it's going to have a black and red. I'm not sure what color that is. Can't really distinguish it very well. It looks like a black one, a red and black one. That one goes down to, whew, Jesus, where does it go? Okay guys, give me 1 second. All right guys, sorry about that. I had to go get these clippers right here. I can clip this zip tie because it's currently in the way. Anyhow, so yes, it is a small black and red cable, and he's right here. Oh, looks like it fuses with some more cables. All right, so it definitely does fuse with some more cables, which is common. They do that stuff sometimes. There we go. Cut a little bit more slack on here. So guys, just we'll get back to that wire right now. Our black on black, so this all black right here and all black over here, this little guy is going to go to our on the harness end. It will go directly into the coil. This will drop down into the coil. 2 plugs right here will drop into the coil, and then they'll go into the harness. Then we're gonna have another cable that's supposed to be this fork right here. Okay, this little guy right here. So what this is on the harness side, it's actually a 6 plug. It's occupying all of the cables, and what this is most likely going to be is this is going to be part of your blinkers, your horn, and your headlight unit all combined. It's going to be this guy right here. So as you can tell, they're kind of all infused together going into this plug right here. So they're all kind of just bundled up together, and usually what they do, they share a ground. So this will be one unit, this will be another, this will be one cable, this will be one cable, and then plus the ground on that unit, and then this will be one cable plus the ground, and then this will be one cable plus the ground. So you're talking about 6-7 cables all going out of here. So out of this unit right here in these 2 cables, 6-7 cables going out of this unit, and then combining grounds down here by the plug. This red and green cable right here, we'll talk about this guy right here. On the harness, it's 2 red cables. That one is our key. This goes to our key switch. So that one goes to our key switch, and then we're gonna have a black and the white cable. A black and white cable that will go to our key switch as well. So I don't know where that guy is right now, but he's in the mix of all this, guys. So for the most part, key switches, anything that comes out of a key is usually red, green with a black, all solid black, and a black with a white stripe on it. That's usually what goes to keys. I hope I'm able to help you guys a little bit in this. It is difficult to understand. There most likely is cables I left out, and I apologize about that, but it's a little difficult to kind of have this set up because it's a pain. I know I have a harness around here somewhere, but I don't know where. So it'd be nice to kind of have a side-by-side harness in order to show you guys a little bit better. Unfortunately, I don't have it. Anyhow, guys, we're gonna get to the second part of this video, which is somebody that asked me how they change the brake pads on their Cat Eye Pocket Bike. So if you already know how to do this, guys, thanks for joining me on the electrical part. This will be part of the brake version for this exact same video. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like this video. If not, just shoot me some ideas. I'll try and see what I can do, even if we have to tear one of these apart. All right, guys, so we are asked a question of how do we change the brake pads on a Cat Eye Pocket Bike. These brake pads are actually extraordinarily simple to fix. They have 2 bolts holding the brake pad in on the rear, and then 2 bolts holding the brake pad in on the front. So you loosen this 10mm nut right here. You take out the wire, you pull out the wire through here, nothing's gonna happen. Take out both of these Allen size bolts right here and pull out your caliper. When you pull out your caliper, you're gonna have something like this right here. Now ignore this because this is a broken one that I've had for parts. So after you pull your caliper off, you're gonna be left with something that looks just like this. Now this is just specifically the caliper. I would suggest when you take it apart, you prevent any of its movement, like doing this to it, because there is some parts inside that could come apart. It's not very difficult to put them in. However, if you know, remember how they came out, it's gonna be hard to put them back in. Just like that, just fell out. Anyhow, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull off both of these bolts right here in order to access our brake pads. As soon as you take it off, you're gonna have one brake pad here and you're gonna have one brake pad there. Now, the mechanism that pushes it and stuff is this little guy right here. So it just pushes that out in order to make contact with the other brake pad. Now, when I mean it's gonna come out, this is pretty much the worst that can happen. It'll come out like that, and all you gotta do is just pop it back in. It's not even pop it back in, it's just slide it in and then you're good to go. Anyhow, guys, so your brake pads will have something that looks like this. This goes in the middle of both of your brake pads, so right in between both of your brake pads. So let's just say, for example, this is gonna be my brake pad, right? This is the other end of the brake pad. So our brake pad will sit in here. This one doesn't fit because these are a bigger bike. Anyhow, the brake pad will go right there, and you'll see the lining of the actual pad right there. And this is gonna go with the curve facing down like this, because remember, this still needs to slip into your brake disc through here. So as soon as you do this and you do it to the other side as well, then you will put them both back together like so, and you will be done with your brake pads. Then you just tighten your bolts back down. Now, like I said, guys, this is not rocket science. This is not difficult. This is very easy to do. The brake pads, for the most part, what I usually do when I buy brake pads, there is a brake pad kit that comes with like about 12 brake pads. It is best as bet just to buy that, because you don't know how much you're going to use the bike. You don't know how much wear you're going to put into it. So when you buy some of those, you don't have to worry about buying them again. So purchasing brake pads is really simple. Find them on eBay. I believe the kit is like $13-14, something like that. It's not really that expensive. But hopefully this was able to help you guys a little bit. If you guys have questions for it, let me know. send me a message, send me a comment on the video, and I will try and help you guys out as much as I can, guys. But if you haven't done so already, make sure you are staying tuned for the restoration for this bike, as I'm almost done with it right now. I will be needing a throttle cable, so we're gonna have to put this on pause for a little bit, but we will be throwing on the rest of the body panel on there, waxing it, and just waiting for that cable, guys. So make sure you guys stick around, and I'll see you guys on the next clip.